welcome to the Two Artists podcast. Thanks for coming on. Introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your art.
Hey man, thanks for having me on here. My name is Adepitan Omotayo Emmanuel, and I am a digital artist and filmmaker. I am currently working on, coloring comics and also storyboarding on the side. I have been working in the comic and animation space for a little bit over a decade now. So, yeah, I enjoy reading comics. I love the art of comics. It's just so cool to me. I enjoy listening to music, watching documentaries, shooting documentaries, by the way. I enjoy telling dad jokes and listening to dad jokes. Sometimes people say, I'm an old man in a young guy's body or something like that. But yeah, what else? I enjoy playing games. I think games are super fun. I think the art of games are extra fun. Then also I host a podcast called the Mindful Artist Toolbox with my friend Success Ikupolati, who is also an artist. And we just talk about, living mindfully as an artist and, what does it feel like beyond the arts we see, what's life like for artists. And yeah, that's pretty much it. By the way, I'm from Nigeria too. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, first tell a dad joke and then talk a little bit about some of the projects that you're working on right now that are fun for you and that you're excited about. But first, the dad joke.
All right, cool. So, okay, let's do this. I used to hate facial hairs, but then it grew on me. But yeah, that's that. And as for projects that I'm working on, I can't talk about a couple of them, but let's see. Okay, I have two ongoing animation project that it's out there, so it's still ongoing. But yeah, so the first one is called Snooze Bempa. It's a Swedish animated series about a construction company and how AI has a role to play in that. It's comedy. And then I have Dr. Abby's Smile World, which is more it's tending to like kids and their dental health, how to brush, how to floss, and things like that in a fun way. Then, I also have like a personal documentary I'm working on, and yeah, just like a couple of stuffs here and there. But for now, I'm excited about those two. And on the comic side of things, I am so excited. I've been doing more of like, I won't say projects, but yeah, it's just like posters, covers, and I can't really talk about them yet because, they're not out. But majorly on my Instagram, I've just been doing more studies and collaborative works here and there. And I still have a couple to share that I haven't, but I will get to them as soon as I can. I think for now, those I can talk about. And for the rest, you just have to see. Yeah.
Bro, that joke is hilarious. I'm glad that you can embrace your mature sense of humor. That's good. I have facial hair, so it made me chuckle. Awesome, man. Well, you talked a little bit about animation and AI and things like that. AI has proven to be a relevant topic on this podcast. I think just because it's a relevant topic in general, right? So, have you felt threatened by AI at all? Or what do you think the future of the creative space looks like? Do you think that it's any more or less susceptible to being overridden by machines? Or would you say that the human spirit lives on and creativity does have a future?
Okay, so no, I haven't been threatened by AI because I primarily anticipated it. If you look into history, I mentioned I like watching documentary films and all of that. So if you really look at the history of the world, there are these things that are inevitable at some point. So it just depends on how you navigate it. And now when it comes to the creative industry and the future of the creative industry, in my opinion, I do believe that, again, there are things that are inevitable no matter how you want to fight the system and all of those things. Some things will just happen. There are certain parts of the creative process that machines will take over, whether we like it or not, whether we want to hear it or accept it or not. So, yeah. However, there are still so many other aspects that we would still live on, and I think the fact that those aspects are going to be very rare, and as the years go by, some people might not have that skill, like certain skills again, and I think it will make those skills highly appreciated, like more appreciated. So and also depending on the people, so I'm speaking from my own perspective, right? For me, I'm a sucker for gritty lines, seeing your rough works. I love going through art books, the art of games, the art of basically like just seeing the process. I really enjoy it. Even in filmmaking, I enjoy the process. And I think even with the rise of AI, yes, there are things that AI does faster and all of that, but it cannot take away the process of doing it. If you love the process, you wouldn't really care much about the time. And I know when it comes to business, right, there are, how will I put it, there are things that you have to consider and things that you have to sacrifice, which is why sometimes AI would matter like bits, following the process because of time, the money, the cost and all of those things. But that's also why I encourage artists to take on personal projects, because your personal projects, the way I view them is experiences. You gather experiences more than even the final products, because those experiences live on. Those are the things that I get to document beyond just I made an art book. I document the entire. This is the process. Those are the things that people relate to. So yeah.